Hey guys, this is Kerry, and in this video we're going to be learning how to add images to our website. So I'm going to start by creating a new file. I'm going to save it, Command S, and I'm just going to call it images.html. So I'm going to use the shortcut that we learned in class to create the whole basic template for the web page. So I type less than ht tab, and it makes the web page. I'm going to give my web page a title, and I'm just going to call it images tutorial. I'm also going to add an h1 to the body, and I'll just call it images. So I'll save it. I'm going to go into that folder, and I'm going to open this in Chrome so I can watch what's happening visually as I'm coding. So off to the left, I've got my web page with the title Images Tutorials, h1 tag images. So in order to add an image to this web page, all you have to do is use an image tag. So the tag for an image is img. So I'll save it and I'll refresh it. And you notice that nothing happened. And the reason why nothing happens is we need to tell our web page what image to load. So probably the easiest way to tell it what image to load is to use an image that you actually have on your computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an image that I have on my desktop. I've got Carrie and Sky. Pick that image up, and I'm going to make sure to put it in the same folder that my website's in. So I'm going to hover over links, and I see that after I drop this file in, my images.html web page and the photo that I'd like to add are actually in the same folder. So in order to add this image, what I need to do, it's very similar to the links video that I just shot. We need to add an extra piece of information to our image tag. So I'm going to add a source for this image, which will tell it where to pull that image from. So the source for this image is skycarry.png. So the source of the image is actually just the file name of the image that I'd like to open. One thing that's unusual about image tags is that image tags don't have closing tags. So you don't need to have a closing like /image here. And the reason why is that there's not going to be any text that appears on the page. By putting a source here, we've actually already included the information that's going to be on the page, so we don't need to put anything in between those two tags. So what I'm going to do now is I'll save this and I'll refresh it. And we've got right below our h1 tag a giant image of me and my dog. So in the future video, I'm going to teach you how to resize this image so that it fits more appropriately on the screen. However, I also want to show you in this video that not every image you'll want to link to is actually an image that you already have on your computer. Sometimes you want to link to an image that's already online. So to do that, you do something really similar. We're going to create another image tag. I'm going to give it another source attribute. And then everything that I put in these quotes, and even though they look like very straight quotes, not like the ones in Microsoft Word, this is just the regular quote button. Everything you put in those quotes is going to be the link to that image. So here it was the file name because it was on my computer. And here I'll show you how to link to an image that's online. So I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to search for my favorite kind of dog, which is the kind of dog I have, an Australian cattle dog. I'm going to click on the images link, and I love this first photo. It's super cute. So in order to link to this image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control and click. If you're on a Windows computer, you can right-click. And there's some options here. I could either open the link in a new tab, but what I really want to do is I want to open the image in a new tab, because that will give me the link to just the image. That worked weird this time. Sorry, let me try that one more time. So click it, control click, open image in new tab. And now that brings me to the link for this image. So I'm just going to do that one more time because it wasn't clear. So to get it, you click on the image that you want. It brings up this little window. You control click on this image. And rather than open the link to it like you normally would, you open the image in a new tab. And this URL right here is a link just to the image. So I'm going to copy that URL, and this is going to be the source of the image. So instead of loading this file from my computer, it's going to load this image that's located at this URL. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to my images webpage, and I'll refresh it. And if I scroll down, I see that image right here. So let's say I wanted to add one more image of a cattle dog. What I could do is I could create another image tag. I'm going to give it a source. And then going back to my search results, I'm going to, let's say I'll click on, the next one over, just this one. That opens the image here, but what I want to do is I want to control click on this and get the link to that image directly. So I'm going to open the image in a new tab. I'm going to take this link, because that's the image's link. That's the link to this image itself. And I'll paste that in here as my source. So between the two quotes, I'll save it. And now when I go to my images page and I refresh that, if I keep scrolling down, I'll have the third image there. So once again, we're going to learn in a future video how to resize the images, but now you can add images to your web page.